500 metres, 600 metres, that way. If you can see where all that, I've knocked down the old house up there, see all the concrete?
Yeah.
That's where the new house is being built.
Right. How big's that going to be? Square metres?
It's not a McMansion, it's just going to be a bamboo house designed to create natural cooling.
Right.
It's only going to be 4 rooms with a very large veranda around it. And everything here is...
Let's just have a walk, have a look at it. Where are you going to do it? Because this is really interesting. You know, people like me talk a lot about different stuff and our experiences, but at the end of the day, you've got people like Gary and his wife that's going to come and actually put things into motion and do stuff. I mean, there's not a lot of foreigners come over here and do what Gary and his wife's going to do, that is for sure. And it's really interesting, so I'm hoping to get invited back when things change a lot to give you a bit more of a perspective of what's going on.
That area down there is I've had it levelled off. That's going to be where the farm machinery lives, the tractor and stuff.
Do you know what? I'm just thinking to myself, Gary, that in our time of life, your time of life, people are thinking about winding down, but actually Gary and his wife's thinking of winding up.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a lot of work, what you're embarking on.
Oh, yeah,
hat off to you.
Probably 2.5 years before it's productive.
Yeah.
I've got a huge amount of work to do on the rice paddies because they're not going to be growing rice anymore, they're going to be growing vegetables.
Yeah.
All sorts of
so have you, I mean, obviously you've looked into the soil and whether it's
at the moment it's extremely heavy clay.
Yeah.
That has to be worked very, very differently and very hard to get it to grow vegetables. I got to build a dam on the creek behind me.
So
where all the nipper is,
yeah,
that's a creek that runs along there.
Right.
So I got to change what.
So you're going to try and divert the creek onto the land then?
No, divert the creek back because somebody has to grow this nipper. They've dug channels into the land to encourage this nipper palm to grow.
Right.
Because the creek line is much further back, I got to take that all back again, and then modify it down there where.
I'm talking to you and I'm thinking about what you told me you've paid for this land. I can't believe it. That is a lot of land, and that's not a lot of money, guys. That is not a lot of money for what he's paid. Because when I first got off the bike and I'm looking round, I didn't even think this was his land. And then he says, this is my land, and it's like, my God, how the hell you paid for all that? I mean, that's I want to swear, but I can't. That's a lot of land.
Mind you, I'd spent 5 years of searching and research before I found this place.
Yeah.
So it just didn't fall into my lap. It's long. I've been all over the Philippines looking for the right land. And
you end up in Daet.
So I bought this, and I'm looking at another property. I'm looking at properties nearly every weekend.
So you're not satisfied with all this? I mean, this is, and that's not in a nasty way. I'm just saying.
I need to expand.
There's a lot of work here, which you're going to need. Obviously, workers. You're going to have to pay workers, aren't you, to help you on the land as well? So, I mean.
Yeah, I've already employed people.
I mean, again, who am I? But I would have said, look, I've got my hands full with this first. I'm going to get this all set up and running. Then I'll think about getting some more land and more places.
No, I've got to buy it while the price is low.
Right, yeah.
And for investment purpose.
Yeah, sure.
So maybe you can when you sell your house eventually, I'll sell you one of the lots.
Yeah, make a nice profit. I don't blame you.
So that's where
So the house you've knocked down, it doesn't look very big.
That was just a small, like the one down there.
Yeah.
That one down there didn't have a roof. I had to put a roof in.
So, do you know how you come across the land? I.e., were they desperate to sell? Was the death? People died, and
you just got to have know the right people, and keep your ear to the ground.
Right. Okay.
And the Philippines is full of people who want to sell you things.
Yeah, and not always at the right price.
No, you have to be very cagey and very cluey as to what you would pay and what you won't pay.
Well,
and if they're desperate enough, then you'll
normally the
pick it
people
up
with the money can make the deal. I've always heard many times all the messages have been sent that people, guys that's bought property, land, and things have gone wrong and they just can't sell it because they bought it at too high a price to start with, and they're going to have to make a massive loss to sell it.
You got to do your research first.
Yeah.
Just don't come here and go crap. You got to research.
Yeah.
And you will pick up little gems like this for a song.
Little gem. It's a massive gem. I can't believe it. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. But again, guys, it's off the beaten track. It's not next to a major road or anything like that. Is security a concern of yours then, Gary? No.
When it's fenced, I'm getting 2 very large dogs.
What kind of fencing are we talking about?
Well, I'm going to put in an Australian fence, which no one's ever heard of here in the Philippines, so I have to import it all from China.
Right. Can I ask how much that's costing? You don't have to answer, I can edit it.
I don't know off the top of my head. I managed to buy some materials.
Ballpark.
To do the whole lot. $300,000-400,000.
My God, 300,000. What, pesos?
Yeah.
All right. Well, even so, I mean, that's still a lot of money.
That's just the external fence.
Yeah.
I've still got the internal to do.
So, are we talking your land only goes to the border where them trees are
where
then?
the river is, yeah.
Right, and then round, so it goes
Down
over
the
there.
down
Yeah.
the road.
My God, even so, come on, let's go and have a look. This, I can't believe this. I mean, it's massive. Absolutely massive. I wouldn't take on something like this. I'd like this type of land. If them trees were moved over here, all the coconut trees, not the palms, but the coconut trees, I'd love that. So there's some kind of post knocked into there. Is that where it comes to an end, your land? Or is it way over?
No, it's over to the road, but this is another fencing I'm doing because I'm going to be putting a lot of nurseries and
you can't really get
greenhouses and so forth.
You can't really get a good perspective of how big this is, but I mean, it's absolutely massive, guys. It's massive. And you can see it was once a rice paddy. The steps that's going up there. And you know what I think about rice paddies? I think they're brilliant. I love stuff like that. And the work that goes into them is amazing.
That's where the house will be up there, and it'll be overlooking all of this.
Yeah. Filipinos are such hard workers, and they're so,
poorly paid.
Well,
I'm paying my workers well above what the locals are getting paid.
Because you're a rich foreigner, right?
Oh, rich foreigner,
yeah. That's how it's looked at. I'm being sarcastic.
I sold my house in Australia.
Yeah.
And the Australian dollar at the moment
is crap.
Yeah. It's died. So.
Yeah.
So no, I'm not wealthy. I just.
No. So.
I just planned it.
Right. You've come over here with your wife. Everything's up and running. How do you expect that to pay for your stay here?
Lions roaring in the morning sun, searching for a longer day. People feeling like the light has just come. We must never stop the way. Birds chirping